Morning YouTube. Backwoods Piper 1 coming to you. Just thought I'd give you a little shout out, kind of show you what all I do for a living. As you know from my previous videos, I have been a firearms wood refinisher and restoration guy for about 40 years. I'm semi-retired now, but I still do a few things, and excuse me a minute while I relight my pipe. Right now I'm smoking my Savinelli, and in it I'm smoking some Old Joe Krantz by Cornell and Diehl. But anyway, this is what I do: refinish gun stocks, and this one here happens to be a Belgian Browning Olympian Safari bolt action rifle. It's really a beautiful piece of wood. You can't see it now because I've got to sand it all down. But anyway, I thought I'd just give you a little view of what I do. Right now I'm getting ready to cut the tape off. Here's just tape covering the checkering and the carving on it, and keep all the finish out of it. And basically just gotta tape it off, cut all around the tape, and I'll get this cut around here and I'll show you what it looks like. All this black stuff on the tape here, I don't know if you can see that in the picture or not, but that's a wood filler that I use to help fill the pores of the wood so I don't have to use quite as much finish. Gotta sneeze, hold on a second. Yeah, maybe not. Yep. Excuse me. Whew. Got a little smoke up my nose. But anyway, this is kind of honestly, it's becoming a lost art doing this. Most people don't want to take the time to do this kind of work anymore. They want to try and cut corners and do everything as fast as possible. And on something like this is somewhat of a collector's item. And you gotta take your time and do things right with these things. These dealers and collectors all over the country I have done work for over all these years are very particular, and by justifiably so. These things, have to look right. So that's one of the reasons I've always had repeat business, because of the attention to detail and the quality of the work I do, which is the way my father taught me when I was a kid. If you're going to do something, do it right, or don't do it at all, and try and do it the best of your possible ability. And I took that to heart growing up, and so I try and do it the best way I can. I was pretty fortunate in my early days of learning this stuff to get into some of the old world craftsmanship and craftsmen that were out there back in the late 60s and early 70s, and when they come up doing this stuff, it was in the 40s, 50s, and they learned their trade well, and I was fortunate enough to have them pass it on to me. And unfortunately, I've not been able to find anyone to pass it on to. So, but at any rate, fire this thing up again. But this is that's the checkering and carving on this thing. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little tape residue and stuff in there yet, but it's really quite a beautiful rifle, and it's highly engraved, and there's really a lot of good craftsmanship went into these rifles back in the day. These were made for Browning Arms by Fabrique Nationale over in Belgium, and those guys knew their stuff. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with a lot of this stuff anymore. I just wanted to give you a good morning shout out and show you what I did. Appreciate you taking a look at it, and leave any comments in the comment section, of course. Put a thumbs up and subscribe if you like. Sure appreciate the time. Later.